Hello there, my name is Valerie White-Williams and I'm a voice teacher and a vocal coach for Vocal Splendor Studios. Today I'm doing another reaction video and this time I'm reacting to Silk Sonic performing Love's Train Confunction cover at the 2022 Billboard Awards. But before I get into it, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified of all of my uploads. All right, so let's have a listen. Okay, I'm gonna stop just a minute. So, I recently was sent a video with the Confunction band that's still touring, interviewing and how they felt about this, Silk Sonic, and they were so happy. And I heard a little bit of the original, but what is really cool is that when they start out, they're singing in unison. Now, I know that sounds easy because everybody's singing together, but when they were singing together, they blended so well. Now, I heard the recording first, but watching them, you can tell that they have a real connection because singing unison is harder than it seems because you want to have that one voice effect. They are so tight. Every detail is been worked out. Live band, live singing, live dancing. This is what we've all been waiting for. This is why we love them. so right. That just cheered me up. I just love them so much. And like I said, I had a person who kind of grew up with Kun Function, and he sent me the original and also the interview where they talked about how happy they were that Soul Sonic chose to cover their song. And they had some little background of the song, how it started. I guess it was one of the artists that was the composer, and it was like a love triangle. So it really was like, that's what the song was inspired, is a love triangle between the two guys dating the same girl or something like that. So that's what I heard, but it's such a classic song, and they were so grateful and happy. The Kun Function guys that are still touring, still, and this is giving them a big boost, and they were just like really happy and really grateful, which I love, because that's what musicians do. We appreciate each other's music. There really isn't any competition. I hate the whole competition in music. That's just a fake scenario by Simon Cowell and these things, because music, everybody likes different things. Everybody has different ideas. You know, musicians don't compete amongst each other. They support each other. They like to listen to each other, get inspired by each other. That's the way it is, to be inspired by another artist. And that's keeps the love flowing. The love train keeps going with music, for sure. And then the Kun Function guys said that these guys are so tight. Everything has been perfectly fixed or created, you know, their whole dance moves and all the sounds, and it's just super tight. It sounds super tight because they are great musicians, because a lot of the music now has been produced in studios with tracks and just produced, which is not real live musicians. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but there's something magic when bands play live and they're really tight. They listen, they practice. That particular show, there's a lot of hours just to get that show together with all their dance moves and then all the harmonies. Like I said, they started with unisons, which are harder than it sounds, because when you sing in unison, when there's like four guys singing like that, or we want to have that one voice sound. And then later, when they did the return of the melodies, they started doing harmony. And again, everything was choreographed so cleanly. And then the riffs that they were doing amongst the rhythms, which is very classic as we do that. You know, Anderson was doing these little extra things. And of course, Bruno, the thing is, I'm noticing that he has all these like, he does a lot of these things like that really shows a showman, because when he's doing that, all eyes are on him, and he does that sides thing going. It's kind of like a signature move. It's really fun to see, but they're just so tight. They are so tight, and you know, people love them because they're real. They're real musicians doing real things that it used to be all the musicians in the 70s. You had to play. You had to know how to play. You had to sing in tune. You had to have your voice together. You had to have all these things. And they were skilled because they're listening. Music is an oral art. I mean, yes, we have to get skill on the instrument and the voice, but listening is more important, because that's how you learn. That's how you play together. So if you're only singing in the studio with fake tracks that are laid out and lip syncing, it's just, that's that energy. Because when people are putting in so much energy to create a beautiful experience, there's just this mix of high vibe. It's high vibe because they put in so much work and it's so effective, and it makes everybody so happy. There's just a magic. It's like kind of like Merlin's musician, you know, you're like, music is magical. It is. And when people work together and then there's this crowd, that energy just is like swirls. I mean, you could probably see it. I know I'm kind of that spiritual person too, but when all this energy is going, that energy is going to lift up, and it's going to lift up everybody, because you can feel that energy. We need more of this. We need so much more. And because so many people have been kind of shut down, performances are just starting to get coming in, it's really helpful. Music is healing. It helps people get through what they're dealing with. And that's one thing that I'm actually looking forward to doing more speaking about, is creative practices and using music as a tool to feel better, because people are depressed and they're anxious and they've been shut down. But music, now the beautiful thing about music is you can do music, and I really encourage everybody to try, because even if you're just getting started, you can gain skill. And that's what I teach. I've taught people that had probably what would say horrible voices, but I have the skill set to help them build a voice, and I've done it numerous times. So you can still do well. So a lot of people, if they don't feel like they're singing well, they go, I can't do it, it's bad. No, you just have to keep working at it. And when you keep working at it, you get so much. But you also feel good when you're in the group, when you're listening to people like them, because this big, huge group aura comes around and we all feel it. We all feel it. That's why when you see a performance that is so powerful, especially if you're there live, I've gone to concerts or performances or operas or musicals, and then I couldn't go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep because I was so hyped up from the performance. It took me a while to just kind of let it go because it was so good. And so excited about Silk Sonic. So if you love Silk Sonic as much as I do, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified of all of my uploads. And yeah, I cannot wait for what they're going to do next. Hopefully they're working on another album. I hope. Yes. All right. So also I want to let you know of my 2 free passion projects on Facebook. The first one is called YouTube Success Strategies, and that's where I'm coaching people on how to be successful on YouTube. And then the second one is called Creative Soul Alignment. That's for people that are interested in creativity and spirituality. Because guess what? They are the same. We all are spiritual. We all are creative. We are here to create a world that works for all of us. So we need to keep that in our mind. What world would work for all of us? Well, I know what I'm thinking. I don't know about you. So keep that in mind, and I'll talk to you later next time. Bye.